Hello, dear students. So let's discuss today about Virtual Lab 4. So you see, I highlighted this one because I saw from the last two virtual lab, you really progressed a lot. And at the same time, you realized, okay, you didn't make sure the virtual controller is turned on or online. That's why you needed to restart it again. So before doing any stuff, you need to make sure the virtual controller is turned on. So after this virtual lab, you should be able to know how to import geometry from outside and move on the workplace wherever you want to do. And at the same time, you will understand how you can teach program using various geometry and how you can integrate two or multiple toolpath into one, and at the same time, like simulate the program. So let's launch 16006 kg 1.2 meter robot first. So if I come here and then I said 1600, right? So 1600 6 kg 1.2, this one. And let's create the project. Okay, so once we get the robot, and I saw this is the controller is online. That's what I was highlighting. And now we need to import first of all a pen and IRC5 controller. So from import library, if you go to training object, then you will see my tool. You can just drag and drop. Then yes, you will get the tool like this. And at the same time, I want to import the IRC5 controller. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe we will module, right? So IRC5, that one. Okay. So yes, really, we're not going to connect this controller with any of this, but I just wanted to show how you can take a controller and you can like move in the work envelope or work environment. So once you got that piece, so the next step is we are going to save the project, right? So as you know, we want to save the project as this one is VL05 and the last name is Habib, right? And then I did it. So once we're doing it, we need to import to CAD file from outside. To import it, we need to go import geometry and from there browse of geometry. And then, as I mentioned, I already uh, shared the geometry folder in the my course. So if you already don't have that thing in your computer, make sure you are downloading from my course and you are extracting. Sometimes I saw students are downloading but not extracting, then you will not be able to see those file. And here I just want to quickly give you a heads up. We're using the .sat mesh file, but if you want to use some other mesh file like STL, you can also use that file and import into that work environment. So I would need to basically browse two. One is box and another is table. You can do one by one, or you can just do box control table, and you can just open, and that's how you should get both of them at the same time. I'm pretty sure you're understanding of what I did it. I just selected both of them, right? And then I import it. Now, in your question or handout, you will see we already mentioned the position of the table, and by now you know how to change the position of anything. So if you do the right click, there is an option called position. So you can go set position, and you need to insert the number, which is 600 and 100 and 0. And at the same time, there is an orientation along z negative 30. So that is the way. And yeah, you see, you already got the table here. Now you're understanding we would need to take this box on top of the table. If you remember Virtual Lab 3, we used 1 point to place an object at the center, right? The small object on the center of a big object. So here we are going to really match this edge with that edge of the table. So to do that, we would actually need two different points, two different reference points. So let's find those two reference points here. So again, you would need to close it and do the right click, find out position and place. And in that case, we need to use 2 points. So primary point from, which is okay. But before doing it, we need to make sure we are really using the corner, right? So snap, this one is, I saw in some of you, even you are not selecting the part. If you're not selecting part, it will even not snap it. So make sure you are turning the part selection on, and then I would need to go to the end. Then you will see, okay, so if you're clicking end, then you will see the cursor is not alive. So I need to go there and click, and then you can basically select this one. And primary point 2 is that one, and point on x-axis is uh, this one and that one. So if you click apply, then it should go to this position. And if you're happy, then you can close it. So that's how you can place your object from one place to another. And again, for some reason, if you need to use more than 2 points, you can use using the same concept. So if I quickly revisit the question, then you see I think we already followed those and we already got the object on top of the table. Now we would need to create some work object and using the 3 point, and then we would need to name it. So to do that, first of all, let's go to other. So from the home button, you can go to other. If you drop down, then you'll see create a work object. So here you would need to go to frame by points. So frame by points, and you would need to drop down and go for 3 points. Then your first point, let's say I want to make this as my x-axis and that my y-axis. So you need to have 2 point on x and one on y. So this is my, and you need to make sure this time your edge snap is open. So you can do anything on this edge. Uh, okay, so cancel it. It looks like I can maybe do a quick maybe I can quickly hide the box and I can really work on the table. So I said frame by points, right? Frame by points and 3 points, right? So frame by points. Yeah, you see, I'm just missing every time. Okay, so accept it. So this is your X. And okay, yeah. So let's go to other one more time. From home to other. Create work object by frame. I was trying to do user frame, but it should be object frame, then frame by point, and then you should go 3 point, and then that one is your first point, that one is your second point, and that one is your point on Y. And then if you click accept and create, then you should see something here. Okay. So once you are getting that piece, yeah, once you're getting that thing, then you will see, honestly, this frame and that frame is kind of not matching. So what I will maybe do, I will go back to the work object one. I can do the right click and I can really modify the work object, that is another learning. So let's say if you are creating some work object that is not something you really want, then you can really go from path and target tab to the work object you created, and then you can modify. Then yes, again you can go to this 3 point, and then I want to make this my x-axis. So one, then two, and that is my y. Then if you accept and apply, then you will see basically this one is something. But again, I know I'm really taking some time here because I really don't want something, because I want something at this point. So maybe what I can do, modify object again and object frame, and from here, like I can go to this point, 3 point, and then my first point should be, maybe I'm just doing exactly here, and that is two, and that is three, and then if I do accept and apply, now you see you are really getting it at the corner of this object. So yes, sometimes it can take a little more time, but I'm pretty sure you're understanding. It can take some time to go to the real place you are really looking for to make a object work object. So once you are really satisfied with your work object position, you can quickly go and rename it as WOBJ table, meaning your work object is the table one, and you would need to do the right click and go attached to the table. So that's how you're saying, do you want to update the position of object? You need to say no. Okay, so that's how basically you got your updated work object. And the fun part is now you will see the z-axis is matching, x is matching, and y is matching. So once you are getting and you are satisfied, then maybe you can bring back your box, and that's how you will see it is something here. Now, the next item you would need to do is create a target. I think the last virtual lab you already did it, so maybe but this time we would need to do two things. One is I'm going to create a home at the TCP, and I'm pretty sure by now you know how to do that, but we want to make the TCP at the default work object. So you see right now this one is visible, and this one is more light. And so if you want to make really this one visible, then you need to go there and you need to select a work object 0 or the default one. That's how you can make it visible. And or there is another way to activate. Yeah. So if you do the right click, then there is an option called set as active. That's how you can change it. So I want to active this one, and I want to make a target under work object 0. So you know, right? So if you really want to make right away, then teach target, and you can say yes. That's how you will get a target there. So if you just expand it, you will see this is the target you created, and maybe I can name it as P home. But I want to make some other targets exactly under the created work object. And I'm pretty sure by now you know how we can create that target from lab virtual lab 3, right? So let's go there. Okay, so I made sure work object table is activated by using set as active, and then I'm going under target, and then I will create total 8 target. One, two, yeah, if you do something, then it will not be activated. So activated, so 3 and 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So once you're getting total 8 a target, you need to click really create. So that's how you can get all of them here. So now our whole idea is we're going to make one toolpath using the outer box for targets, and then we will make another toolpath using like the smaller box for targets. So let's do it quickly. So to do this, now, as you can remember, the target you created is really not something you will look for. I can quickly show you one. If you go to target 10 and view the tool, you'll see the tool is really upside down. And I'm pretty sure from Virtual Lab 3, you know how to fix it, right? So I can really go to right click and modify target, and I can rotate along y axis 180 degree. Then you will see it will go back there. And if you really quickly do uh, view rob target rob robot at target, then you will see, okay, object the robot is coming there. Now if you want to really copy that thing for all other targets, so then you can quickly do like copy a position or related to world, and I'm going to do it for target 2240, and I can just apply and just the orientation. That's how you will see all of them are there. So now if you just click all targets, then you will see your robot is going there. And yeah, likewise, if you want to make the same thing for all other targets, then you can just, I already copied it, so it will remember that piece. So I'm just pasting it for other four targets, just the orientation. And yes, you can see now robot is also going on up. Now, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to make two toolpath, and I want to show how you can integrate one toolpath with another, and then you can do the simulation. So I can do the right click on first of all P home, and I can say add to new path, and then yeah, as you know, path 10 will be like the default path, right? And I want to take maybe target 1 to 40, and I can just drag and drop here. That's how you will see. You are also seeing like a preview of the tool. And if you see here under, I know I'm just really losing some of my screen, but if I even if I want to show you the snap mode, then you will see on this one. Um, so basically, what I'm trying to show here is, yeah, this one. So move L it was selected. So that's why whatever the toolpath I'm creating, they are by default creating move L, toolpath with move L. But let's say for your case, if your move J is selected, then you are going to get the toolpath using move J command. So before honestly making a new tool, I'm going to make sure this one is going to work. So I am going to use target 10 again here because I want to really close the circle. At the same time, maybe I am going to use after finishing the job outside, I'm going to take it to the home position. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe I can quickly change the color of this one. It is really creating some confusion. Maybe this looks better, right? Okay, so I want to see if it works, so I can quickly go and do move along the path, and let's see. Yeah, it is working. Good. So we are good. Now, what we can do? Maybe I can make another path, which is yeah. Maybe I can again go there, or yeah, it is already at the home position. So maybe I can start from 50 to 80. I can do right click, and I want to make a new path. I don't want to add with the existing path. So then you will see you're going to get another path, which is basically created from target 50 to target 80. And once you are done, you want to close the circle. So maybe I can bring 50 here, and at the end I can bring the home here. So now maybe separately I also want to see if this one works. So yeah, this one is working good, but I didn't take it to the home position, so I can quickly take it. So now let's do one more time, move along the path. Then you will see this one is also working, and it is doing move along the path. Now what I'm going to do, I'm really going to integrate path 20 into path 10, so that I don't really want to run them separately. Rather, maybe with one command, I can finish the overall operations. So let's see. You would need to again drag path 20 and drop under path 10. Then that's how you will see path 20 is basically under path 10. Now, if you really try to do move along the path, then maybe okay, so it is working. But what I was sometime getting an error. Maybe I can quickly go back and show you the error I got. It was showing failed to set program pointer in task. Operation not allowed due to semantic error, and it will show error in the rapid program. Meaning, honestly, before recording that thing, I tried one time, and that's why if I go to the a module, then I will see there are, so the toolpath is like this way. But let's say for the first time you are integrating target 20, toolpath 20 under toolpath 10, then basically you didn't create that type of operation or that type of information under the modular controller, then you may get that type of issue. So the suggestion is once you are taking the path from like you are integrating path 20 into path 10, or when you are integrating multiple path under a specific path, you would need to do a couple of things. First of all, you would need to go and do synchronize to rapid. You need to make sure you are really using the work object and the tool data. So as I showed, the easy way is unchecking and checking this one. And at the same time, I want to make this one as a simulation entry point. Now, if you simulate, then you will see it is working. So now, rapid code wise, if I just really go there, then the interesting part you will see here for an example. So the path, for an example, you will see the P home, and here you see the work object is the default one. If you can remember, while you created target for home, you did it under default work object. But when you created other targets, you really did it under work object table. So that's how basically robot can remember like the specific targets and the corresponding work object. So yes, I think that's the whole I wanted to show you today. Maybe the last step, I'm pretty sure by now you all know. I need to go under simulation, and I need to make sure I am clicking record simulation, right? And then you need to play it. And once you are completing the simulation, then you need to go and you can basically save it, right? You can basically save it, and you, at the same time, you can also view the record. If you just click there, then you will see you will see the recorded simulation here. So and again, once you now yeah, if you want to really do couple of operations here, for an example, let's say if you want to change from the yes. For an example, from 1 to 2, if you want to really go and edit your instruction, and here, if you want to go and I don't know, if you want to really go from zone 100 to zone fine, and then if you know, right, if you're changing anything, you need to let that information to the controller. So I am synchronizing again all of them, and then now maybe I will play it again. So you see for this one, you are seeing it is working accordingly, and I use the find. But the other toolpath, I didn't use the find. Yes, you can go there and basically you can change those things. So by now, I'm pretty sure you are understanding how you can really import the necessary instruments, items, and how you can even import some 3D mesh file or model from outside of the software that is basically compatible with the software. Then you can use that thing here. And I gave STL as an example, right? And then you can do whatever the operations you want to do. So the final step, I'm pretty sure by now you can remember pack and go, and you need to browse and put it to the right place so that you can access it later for your other operations. You need to submit the pack and go and recorded simulation. I hope it help you. Thank you.